Well, happy to listen to how we can help you. See if you watch the video that's been sent when you book and schedule the meeting. Happy to learn and show you what we do and see if there's a match and help you make service much more faster, control cash, and make revenue jump.
Yeah. I looked at the video, pretty self-explanatory, simple process. To be honest with you, like from where I sit and like what my roles and responsibilities are within my own company at Turing, I'm not sure if that's necessarily going to be a match, but I do think that's, given my network, especially like in the sports industry where I've worked throughout the course of my career, I might be able to, make some introductions and, send over people in my network who, potentially could be a good fit. Just kind of wanted to get a sense for if there's specific types of, companies, clients, folks within like the sports and entertainment industry specifically that you're looking to go after, and then, could certainly open up my network.
That'll be amazing, Max. Happy to team up with you. And as you know, we share 10% of software revenue to whoever makes the intro. This used to be a 1-year benefit, and many of our first growth partners were very happy with that 1-year payment. But now, since about 4 months ago, we made a new rule where if you have two active clients, when you turn 1 year with mycashless, then you extend another year and another year to perpetuity. So you can have this as passive income forever. Just so you get an idea, if the festival, stadium, theme park, food park, whatever, they're selling, let's say, $1 million, we will increase that by at least 35%. So they will make an additional $350K. And the cost to implement mycashless should not be greater than greater than a third of that increase. Sometimes it's a fifth, sometimes it's a tenth. We've seen clients multiply their investment in mycashless, like the baseball stadium. I can send you that video because we went to New York to share our success story with the director of the Charros baseball team. These guys multiplied, they multiplied their investment in mycashless by 14x just in increment or revenue increase by controlling cash and making service faster. So that was revenue for mycashless of about, to give you an example, a tennis open or a PGA golf tournament, they will pay mycashless about $60,000, which of 40% approximately is bracelets that we don't commission on the bracelets because we pretty much just ship them from China, as well as travel expenses. Like the additionals don't, just the software revenue is the 10% revenue share. No? So out of those 60K, maybe 40K were software revenue, and that's $4,000 for 1 week to whoever made the intro. Now the baseball teams, they pay us about 150K to 250K. Subtract that 40% in expenses, that's at least 100 to 160K for 3 months. So, and then we have party makers or beach clubs like in Tulum that are paying between 10 and 40K per month. Just the 2% commission fee they pay mycashless per transaction. So the person who's introduced us to these beach clubs and hotels are making between $1,000 and $4,000 in the good months per month. So just to give you a brief idea. Now, how do we explain clients what we are? If they have no idea what a cashless solution is or entails, we tell them it's wristbands, so people can reload balance. That creates the first benefit, which is deciding how much you're going to spend today, creating very fast service, and centralizing cash, also flexibilizing or making more flexible the methods of payments you can take. Because in Tulum, our hotels are taking euros, dollars, Mexican pesos, yens, crypto. They translate your 1 Ethereum into $2,000 for you to have fun on your wristband, So for people who have no idea who we are, we're a wristband, NFC, offline transacting engine that makes revenue jump by at least 35%, on average 57%. And it's really easy to implement because it never fails. It works anywhere with everyone. Now,
I have a question for you. So a good friend of mine, he's the vice president of the football club in Cancun FC. So he and his group like recently like just purchased the club. They right now like they play in an older stadium, but the goal is to eventually build a new one in Cancun, probably in like the next 2 or 3 years. I noticed on the website, and to the point that you were just speaking about, that oftentimes for for the wristbands especially, it's a situation where it's used like over like a certain period of time, right? Like over the period of a golf tournament or a tennis tournament or a festival. For a club like Cancun FC, like obviously we're having like multiple home games that take place over the course of a year, right? Over the course of a season. And so, I feel like that could be a good intro. I'm just trying to get a sense for like, if that's like the right application for something like this, because it means that, let's say that you're a season ticket holder, like, are you going to want to wear a wristband like every single game that you go to?
That's a great question.
Or other options that might be available. But I was just thinking that especially because he's based in Mexico, they're always trying to be more innovative in terms of how they service both season ticket holders and people who come for a few games a season. Like, I feel like this could be an interesting conversation for you guys to have. I just wasn't sure like what the approach would be for something like that.
It definitely would be a great conversation. You got the sweet spot. It's a stadium. It's got multiple points of sale. It's got access controlled. There's food and beverage. People are going to spend more than once or transact more than once. It makes sense for them to reload. We will travel and bring all the phones for vendors to be able to just collect payments from either bracelets, as you will mention, or cards. If it's a full season, this is the Charros baseball team card. So they transfer the cost of the card, which is around $1. They transfer it to the user, and that way they keep it, they hold it, they take care of it. They're not just taking cards every time, which would be a huge expense, and they keep it for the whole season. So if the client requests these cards in time, which is 3 to 4 weeks, and they approve the design and pay them, they get them on time. If they run out of them and they need somebody to save them, we have generic cards which don't have their branding. They cost the same, they work the same, they just are ready for tomorrow. It's the only difference. So they can go cards. At stadiums, people mostly go with cards, but they also give them an option. There could be coconut, eco-friendly bracelets, or also the Tyvek, which is, these are cheapest, these are 70 cents of a dollar. We have all these options. But the beauty here, and thanks, the way to intro these guys is, if you've already signed your growth partner contract, then just make an intro through email or WhatsApp. Mexicans prefer WhatsApp, Americans prefer email, so we just play with both. Or we actually do both. WhatsApp is best because you can see if they're read. You can also follow up easier, voice message, it's more personal, whatever. The thing here is that when people know what a cashless company is, then instead of telling them we are a wristband company, we tell them we're not the usual cashless company. We're cashless 2.0 because we just got this patent granted. This is not on the video, and thank you for watching it. This is brand new, but pretty much we got the patent granted in the US and soon worldwide for this. What is this? People download an app, which is the wristband. Once they've downloaded it, they no longer need an internet connection. They can go with this and pay cash at a reload station where money is centralized. And the lady will say, I got $100 in cash, and she'll show me a QR that if I scan, I'll suddenly have $1,000 here. There could also be promo balance, access tickets, tokens, whatever. But once I have balance here, I can go purchase in offline mode so fast with any vendor. So vendors now, with mycashless, the only cashless company in the world that does this, they can take either a preloaded bracelet as payment, and they can also take the digital chip, which is this app I just showed you. And I want to show you the video because here it is, because it'll make sense. This is a transaction with the digital chip, and look at it. Look how fast and nice it is. No internet required. They're gonna sell me like a drink. It's a 50 peso drink. The user only needs to scan once, confirm payment. Yes, I approve 50. And that's the balance to pay. The other person scans. See, this was faster than getting a menu from a QR that requires an internet connection. I've got my 50 less, and the vendor's already registered the sale, and the organizer has full control of what's going on everywhere. So what's happening with this app? users no longer have to pay for $1. Organizers no longer have to give away the bracelet. They can give people the option of just scanning a QR right there. They would need 4G signal or whatever to be able to just download the app. And once they've got it, they can go reload cash, or they can also just add their credit cards, which is shown here. This user, he just downloaded the app right now. He scanned the QR. He gets the app on his phone. He chooses an amount, and then we leverage Stripe. So all money goes straight also to the organizer. He just needs to type there his credit card number. And once he's done it, look, the payments processing, I want you to show, he just clicks on payment. This does require a little of 4G signal. And then once then Stripe's authorizing it, boom, payment went through. He suddenly has $100 to spend and go fast and spend it in offline mode. So that's the product pretty much, dear Max.
Yep. Yeah, that's great. I think that this could, definitely be relevant for quite a few people in my network. So
let's do it.
I'm just trying to think of what else would be helpful. I know that you sent over the video. Do you have like a deck as well that just kind of takes people through the steps? That would be helpful.
Yeah, I'll do something. I'll send you the deck. I'll send you the
if you have
video.
one in English and one in Spanish, that would be great. Just like one for US network, one for network in Mexico. Perfect.
Everything is in both languages. So I'll send you both videos, English and Spanish. I'll send you also the English video of how we presented the Charro success story in New York. I'll send you the 2 decks. I'll send you this information about the new digital chip. I'll send you the welcome letter so you can sign the contract straight up. Any questions, anything you wanna, we're happy to clarify. And then the only thing we need is for you to send us a list of the clients you wanna approach. Just in case we have an overlap, we can tell you, okay, let's team up or let's wait on this one or whatever. You just told me Cancun FC. We're full on that one. We haven't contacted these guys. Glad you're friends with them. And then just make an intro. We'll ask them to book 25 minutes, and on the call, we'll show them numbers. We'll show them everything they need to make a decision, and they'll be ready to decide and start making more money.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you to you, Max. Happy to work with you, man, and happy to see where this takes us. And as we say in Spanish, que suene el chocochinito means let's let the bank account start ringing.
I love it.
Your clients will love you, so that's the best. And you'll make more. We'll make more. We'll grow on our mission to make the world cashless. So we'll win. Awesome, Max. So I'll send you this info to your email. What's also I'll ask you for your mobile number. So I can also send you info whenever I have on WhatsApp. Do you use WhatsApp?
Yeah. You can send it to me on WhatsApp. I will. Let me send it to you in the chat right now.
Beautiful. So that way I keep in touch with both channels. And looking forward, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Let me send it to you right now. All right. So you can just.
I got it.
Plug that in, and I'm on WhatsApp pretty regularly. So whenever you need me, just ping me on there, and I'll try and get back to you as quickly as I can.
I got the homework. You get to review, and we can start ASAP. Something I didn't mention, I will introduce you to Pepe, our chief of growth partners / Jedi. Here he is. Pepe.
Nice to meet you.
Pepe, nice to meet you. How are you?
Because I have the headphones. You're saying, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
I will send you everything I just told you, Max. I'm always open channel. You'll have my number. Max, awesome. Pepe will follow up on you for everything else. I'll be out also for a week on vacation. So just you have both options to move forward. Okay.
All right. That sounds good.
Great, man. Send you a big hug.
All right.
Have a great day.
Have a good one. I'll talk to you soon.
You too. Enjoy.
All right. Bye.